If you're looking for a Sessions, Zoom, or Google Meet alternative, Kaizon could fit your needs. Now watch this KYZON Space review to see if this is right for you and get my honest opinions at the end. And by the way, you could actually do really great even with the lowest tier. If you're on the hunt for the best tools to grow your business, I have this private Notion doc of my must-have SaaS tools for digital entrepreneurs. Now I update this Notion spreadsheet on a weekly basis, and you can grab this for free by clicking the link in my description. Now, if you want to browse AppSumo instead, you can click on that second link in my description to visit my custom landing page, where I have some of my favorite AppSumo deals you can grab right now. I also included some of my most popular YouTube videos that you can watch right here on this page. KYZON Space is a lifetime deal on AppSumo for a limited time, and you can grab this lifetime deal starting at $79 for license tier 1, and you can grab up to tier 5 for $689. So the main differences between the tiers are the limits and also the OneDrive and Dropbox integration. If you go for a higher tier, you can have more users in your account, you can invite more people into your meeting, and you can also have unlimited spaces per meeting. Those are those breakout rooms, which I'll show you in a moment. And you can also have more live editors per meeting who can edit the documents that you pull up, and I'll show you that also. And if you want OneDrive and Dropbox integration, then you would need to get a license tier 3. But thankfully, even tier 1 has Google Drive integration. Now for me, I use Google Drive and I really don't use OneDrive or Dropbox. So these two integrations really are not necessary, but Google Drive is. Now, if you are a solopreneur or even just running a small team between 5 to 10 people, then I think license tier 1 or 2 are perfectly fine, unless again you want the OneDrive and Dropbox integration. Because if you think about it, for a meeting with 15 to 40 people, I think a 15 participant meeting is already a really large meeting, unless you want to meet with the public, have a webinar, right? But if you want to just do it for your team, 15 I think is really great already, including the spaces per meeting. 10 spaces is already really great. You can have unlimited. Now I think that would be kind of crazy to have unlimited breakout rooms and say, for example, have 65 participants. It'll be very hard to kind of control everything. These 65 participants can be in 100 different breakout rooms, right? And you'll have 10 people editing documents. And if you want control, then I highly recommend not getting tier 3 or above, right? If you want more control, if you want to use this for your internal teams, for your clients one-on-one or 1 to 2, 3 people, right? Then tiers 1 and 2 are perfectly fine. And I'll show you how getting unlimited breakout rooms can get really crazy in a moment. So really, I would just go for the $79 tier, or if you want more users, more limits, then go for tier 2. Okay, so KYZON is split into 2 apps. There's Space, which is the meeting portion, and then there's KYZON Flow, which is the files portion. Now, at first, it was kind of confusing differentiating Space and Flow because you can basically manage everything right here on the left-hand side. So I think really it should just be called KYZON because all of these features really are integrated together and it really doesn't make sense splitting out the two. But this tool is all about meetings. So to create a meeting, you'll click on Space and it'll take you to this view where you can start a meeting immediately or schedule a meeting for later. So to schedule a meeting, you can put your meeting name here, and then location is join with KYZON Space, kind of like with Zoom, you can join with Zoom. Set your start and end dates and times. You can set your time zone here, have it be an all-day meeting or a recurring meeting, and you can set it either daily, weekly, monthly, so on and so forth. And this is where you add your calendar description description. And this is where you add the emails of the people you want to invite to this future meeting. And when you hit schedule, Kaizon will send an email to all of the meeting attendees. Now, the email to those attendees will look like this, okay? So you have your meeting information up here that Google automatically shows you, and this is the email body. So it says, Kenneth invites you to join their space meeting topic, description, meeting ID, the password, the date and time, and this is the button to join the meeting. So I think it looks really nice and professional. Now, if you want to start a meeting right now, you can click on New Meeting. We can give it a meeting name, and keep in mind that it says a folder with the same name will be created for you in Kaizon Flow and used to store all meeting files. Okay, so I'm going to click on Create Meeting. Okay, and here is where we can add our name. This is a preview of how we will look like, the camera, microphone, speaker, and you can also have background effects, like maybe if you want to blur your background, you can do that. You can also upload background images. So I uploaded this one earlier, and it saves into your account too, so you don't always need to upload the same images again. There's also these various interior background images, city, nature, and also abstract. Okay, so this is the meeting room. Okay, so I think in terms of the quality of my video, it looks a little kind of blurry. So I think the quality definitely can be improved. And this is the share link to invite others. So you could share this link to anyone, and they don't need a Kaizon account. They could click on it, add their name, and instantly join this meeting space. Now you might be wondering, how does it look like with other people in this space? So I'm gonna leave this meeting. I'm gonna leave meeting and go to dashboard. And I actually have another space that's currently running. Now, one thing about these spaces, so this one I booked from 4 to 6. And even though it's past 6 p.m. my time, you could still join this meeting, okay? So these meetings you can join whenever you want, and they don't expire or anything. Like if you set one up for 2 hours from now, you could still join it 2 hours early, okay? So I really like that. So this marketing campaign meeting, you can view the details of this marketing campaign meeting space. You can start it, copy the invitation, edit the details, or just delete it. Now, you can click on Start Meeting, or you can click on Join Meeting. It's the same thing. So I'm going to click on Join Meeting, and here we go. So we have 3, but actually let me exit out of this one, go back here. Okay, so this is that marketing campaign meeting. So I have my iPad, okay, on this side right over here. So now we can, talk to each other. At the bottom, we have the unmute, turn on or off your camera. You can share your screen, share link. You can raise your hand, take a snapshot of this, also record, and you can leave the meeting. Now, in terms of the host controls, if you click on this little icon right here, you can allow everyone to share their screen, send chat messages, take snapshots, record, turn on their video, and also turn on their microphone. So you do have these controls. You also allow everyone access to meeting files and cloud files. And in terms of document editing access, you can allow everyone or assign certain editors. Now, when it comes to creating spaces, so this is the unique feature of Kaizon Space, are these spaces at the bottom right here. So this is my central space where I have 2 people, right? But you could create other spaces or breakout rooms. So if you click on it, you'll automatically go into that breakout room. So no one else is in this room aside from me. So this is like an analytics review breakout space. If you want to create another one about social media or anything like that, you can click on it and you'll go into that space. Now I'm going to go into my iPad and I'm going to click on the social media breakout room right now. And I should be able to see it right over here. Okay, so now I'm in the social media breakout space, right? Like 2 people are on here. And in terms of the other attendees, the view is essentially the same. So what you see is basically what other people will see as well. Now, if someone is acting up, you can actually click on these 3 dots and stop their video or remove them from the meeting. You can also open up a new window, enter full screen, or focus this tile. Now on the bottom right-hand corner, you can write your notes here. I'm just gonna paste some meeting information here. So you can bold, add bullet points, highlight certain text as well, change the text color, bullets, unorganized list. So a few features in terms of editing the text. So these are the notes that you would be writing during your meeting, and other people can write the notes as well. So I'm gonna go into my iPad and write down my notes. Now on the attendee side, the notes are actually blank. So I'm going to just say hello, and let's see if it actually updates on this end. So I don't think it is updating. So just to show you how it looks like. So it's blank, right? You could see I just put hello there. So it seems like the notes are just on a per person basis from what I can see right now. So just keep that in mind. Now, aside from that, you can chat. So I can say, hey everyone. Yes, I could see it. It says, Kenneth, hey everyone. There we go. So how are you? So really cool. You can also attach files, and you can also click on show participants. So these are the participants in the social media breakout room. You can message only a specific participant. You can stop their video, remove them from the meeting as well. And from here, you can also join the other spaces that you have. Now, in terms of these spaces, depending on which tier you get, you can create up to either 10, 20, or unlimited spaces. And it's very easy to create one. So you can click on this plus icon and just name the space, then click on create. Okay, so now we have this space right here. Unfortunately, you cannot drag to move or organize the spaces, and there is no option to prevent attendees from creating a space. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my iPad, and I'm just gonna type in a random space, and it should show up here. Okay, here it is. So anyone can join this space that an attendee creates, okay? And they don't need a Kaizon account, so they could basically create as many spaces according to your AppSumo tier. So if you think about it, unlimited spaces would be extremely hard to control, to navigate. I think it would be an extreme headache managing, 200 people with unlimited spaces. There's really no control. You don't know if people are listening. Also, there is no option for you to maybe create the spaces beforehand and then open them up later. So once you create it, then anyone can join it. Okay, so you could, of course, close it, right? But that's basically all the control you have. So I really don't think this tool is great for maybe large webinars of hundreds of people because they can create their own spaces, and it'll definitely get way out of control. But I think if you are working with your close team that you have meetings with every single day, you trust them, you have like a basic flow, or with your clients one-on-one, that would be great as well. Or with a small team, a small group of people, maybe if you have a consulting session with maybe 5 other clients, right? And you guys are brainstorming things, you guys have worked together in the past, you guys can create these spaces and break off into those spaces during your meeting. I think that's a really great way to use this tool. But I think if you want to invite 200 people at this point, I don't think it really makes sense. Now, the other powerful feature of Kaizon is the documents. Okay, so if you click on show documents, you could view your meeting files right here for this meeting. You can click on new file, you can upload files, or you can open up a Word, Excel, or PowerPoint document. And you don't need a Microsoft Suite account. You could basically use Word, Excel, PowerPoint inside the tool, which I think is really cool. And you could also access your cloud files. So I'm going to show you how to upload files into Kaizon in a moment. But if you've uploaded them, you could click here and view all of the files that you uploaded before the meeting. So I can maybe go to files here under my team, double click on that. I created all of these, I uploaded all of these, go to marketing materials folder and open up this PDF and confirm file share. Are you sure you want to share this file with Central Space? Doing so will make you the main presenter. So just view privately or share now. Okay, so you do have those two options, but I want to share it to the central space. So I'm gonna click on share now. Okay, so it's right over here. So you can scroll and discuss the PDF. Now what's cool is that I'm scrolling, but the attendees can scroll the document by themselves, okay? So all your attendees can be reviewing the document, and everyone is basically on a different page. And also, as I'm reviewing the document, for some reason, I got kicked out of this space. So I'm gonna try to join back in. Click on allow. Okay, yeah, when I was scrolling the PDF, it kicked me out for some reason. And let me show my screen or my camera. Okay, so also another thing too, if you see right here, I look very narrow. I'm not moving, and I actually got kicked off again. So there is a bug, all right? So it's a little buggy. Let me just show you just so you can see what I'm looking at. So I got kicked out. And when you saw it just a moment ago, my face was very squished in. The quality wasn't good. And I've noticed that happen a few times as well prior to recording this video. But let me show you the other features as well in terms of the documents. So I'm going to go to my documents, go back to Kaizon Flow, cloud providers. So you can pull up files from your Google Drive, and that's available for all tiers. But if you want to pull up files from your Dropbox or OneDrive, then you would need to grab tier 3 or higher. Okay, so I connected my Google Drive, I signed in. Now I'm gonna click here, open up this Google spreadsheet, and it says share your Google Drive file. You're about to share a file in the call. Would you like us to allow participants to edit? Keep the current view only access for all. So you have the option to participants may only view, allow participants to edit, but I want participants to edit. So I'm gonna click on that and proceed with sharing. Okay, so this only works if with your Google file, your Google Sheet file, you need to set up the permissions to allow people to basically edit or access the file, okay? So make sure that the sharing options are set correctly where everyone can edit it, okay? So this is my Google Sheet, and you can edit the Google Sheet right here inside your Kaizon meeting, which I think is really cool. Now let me go to my iPad and try to log in to this meeting again to show you how it looks like when another attendee is kind of in here editing the file. Okay, so I just joined the space from my iPad, and as you can see, I'm frozen and I'm squished, but I do see the Google Sheet here. I can jump to different tabs, but it's view only, unfortunately. So you need to make sure the Google Sheets settings are edit as well if you want other people to edit. But I'm, basically browsing the Google Sheet, but at the same time, on this view, it still stays the same. So that's the very unique selling proposition of Kaizon, is that everyone can be on a different page of a document that you're sharing. Now, let me show you how maybe creating a Word document looks like. So I'm going to say the file name for this Word doc is meeting agenda. So I'm going to create that. And let's see if I click on these three dots, share document to space, view privately, download or delete. So I'm going to share document to space. Also on my iPad, it's loading up just as what you see as well. Okay, so now we have our Microsoft Word document. So I'm going to paste some meeting information right here, or I'm going to attempt to paste, downloading clipboard content. That's the other thing as well, is that when you use the Microsoft Suite, it is a little finicky. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not pasting. Meeting notes. So I'm typing, and on my iPad as an attendee, I can see it typing as well. Now let me go to my iPad and try to edit this Microsoft Word doc, agenda item 1. Okay, so you can see that automatically updating. Now, one thing is that, the person's name is Lee, but as you are typing, it shows you as anonymous. So unfortunately, the name is not showing up in the document. Also keep in mind that we are in the central space, but if you want to go into this space, we can go into documents and then have different documents in each different space. So I'm gonna go to Cloud Files, go into my Kaizon flow, go to Files, and open up this one right here, click on Share Now, so I can share this document in this space right here. So really cool, unique, different documents in each space. Now, I'm back at my central space, but my Word document disappeared. I guess I need to open that up, share now. Okay, so central space has this Word document, and yep, there we go. And if I go back to my analytics review breakout, for whatever reason, when you leave the space, the document disappears. So you would need to go back and open up the document for that space, at least from what we are seeing right now. So I'm sharing it. Now let me go back. Let me go to this other space with no document. Let me go back to social media, or actually analytics review breakout. And yeah, for whatever reason, the file doesn't show up. So kind of weird. You always need to upload the file. So there's a little quirks here and there. So this tool definitely is in its infancy. I really hope they improve this for sure. Okay, now let me show you the files. Create a Word, Excel, PowerPoint from here, or if you go to your files, you can upload any documents. All right, so you can upload individual documents or folders. And then within the folder, you can add all of your documents, right? Now, if you right click, you can preview it, download it, share, copy share link, add to quick access. Now, when you click on add to quick access, it'll basically just show in this new section right here on the left-hand side, just to quickly access the file, regardless of wherever you are inside the tool. Now, when you create these Microsoft Suite documents, this is how the Word looks like. So you can basically use Microsoft Word inside here for free. And this is the Microsoft Excel. And now I did come across a bug. Now, one thing to note is that it's kind of a little slow. It doesn't work as smoothly as if you had Microsoft Word natively on your computer. I noticed that. And also it looks a little different as well. But let me go back to Excel, and I'm going to click on Insert Chart. All right, and I'm going to click on Insert Chart, and it says reconnecting, and I don't know what happened, but let's see. I kind of want to turn this into a chart. Okay, so it's not doing anything. So again, it is a little quirky. Before, when I clicked on chart, before I was recording this video, it basically deleted all of this content. So yeah, it's a little quirky to use. Also, this is the Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, so you can basically create any type of slides here. Now I'm going to copy this text from Microsoft Word and go to my Microsoft PowerPoint, then click on paste, and it doesn't paste. So downloading content, clipboard content, right click, paste. You could type, but yeah, so it doesn't always work all that great. And you can also view any files that are shared with you. You could view your meetings here, and also meeting files. So if you click onto this marketing campaign planning meeting, these are the files that we created, if you remember. This one is social media sync. There's nothing here, but you can add files from Flow, upload files. So this is a great way if you're planning a meeting. You can upload the files here before the meeting. And then when you start the meeting, if you click on the documents, those files will show up. All right, now let me open up this one that we created, and let's see if it looks good, if it's saved. Okay, yep, so this looks good. And from here, you can also join the meeting as well, and recording. So you could actually record the video, and I recorded this one earlier, and this is how the recorded video looks like. Let me play it. Consulting call, we will be reviewing the agenda and going from there. Okay, so the quality is not that great, and these are the snapshots, so basically screenshots, okay? So you can preview, and let's see. Another thing too is that whenever you take a screenshot and you're sharing a file, like right here, I had this document, but for whatever reason, it doesn't show the document, okay? So I'm not sure if that's intentional, but let me open up this one. Yeah, so same thing. Let's open up this one. Yeah, for whatever reason, it doesn't show the document that is being shared whenever So when you take a snapshot, it doesn't show everything. And the notes, so these are the notes that you create during the meeting, and you can pull them up. And this one is not loading. Let me open up this one. Okay, and this one is not loading either. So there's a bug there. All right, so what are my honest thoughts on Kaizon? So it's easy to schedule a meeting, very quick, just a couple of clicks, you have a meeting up and running. And the meetings are evergreen, which I like as well. You can log into them whenever you want, before or even after the meeting. I don't think the links ever expire. You also get free direct access to Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And I think Kaizon is great for smaller, intimate teams that want to meet in different spaces, breakout rooms, right, in the same session. I think that's a very unique feature of this tool. And participants do not need an account to join a meeting, which I think is really nice. It's not like, Google Meet or Zoom where you need to download Zoom, right? It's such a hassle. Anyone can join a meeting. Now, in terms of the cons, so notes do not appear when you open it or when you download it into your computer. So that's one thing to note as well. Whenever you download notes into your computer, it actually doesn't show up. So I opened up this meeting note, and it's this just HTML text, so not very helpful. And also recordings and live video have poor quality, and interchanging between Space and Flow is confusing. It really should be merged into one tool. And Microsoft Suite is a little slow and buggy, and you cannot see the file being edited in your snapshots. So those screenshots, you cannot see the file, and anyone can create a space, which, if you are working with the public, it might not be something that you like, okay? Now, my final verdict, should you get this? Yes, maybe, or no. So I say maybe, okay? So if you have an internal team that you work with daily and want to review documents together, I think this is a great tool. Everyone can edit and touch the file, which allows people to review documents in a more effective way. So there's no more like, hey, can you switch to the previous page, right? Like asking people, oh, can you go back, right? They could go back by themselves. And if you want to use this for large groups of people that you don't know, be careful, because anyone can create a space which you might not want, and you cannot turn on or off spaces to allow or prevent people from going in. And this tool is still in its infancy, and there are many features left to be desired. Okay, so I really hope in the next few months, next few years, they improve on this tool. Now, if you want access to my must-have SaaS tools for digital entrepreneurs, private Notion doc that I update every week, click the link in my description. You can also click this link for direct access as well. And if you want to check out my next video, feel free to click this one right over here. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button and also subscribe to my channel. Also leave your comments below. I reply to all of them. Thank you.